Okay, so I came across this picture on Instagram. I don't know the photographer, so but the condition of this picture attracts me to want to jump into it. Okay, so as you can see, the picture is low quality because I downloaded it from Instagram. Okay, so but the condition of this picture make me want to edit it. Okay, so I will show you guys how I edit this picture right here, how I edit this picture and get to this result right here, as you can see. Okay, so this is before and this is after. Okay, so if this is your first time coming across my channel, this is the Oracle of Retouch. Please subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button so you get notified anytime I drop a tutorial. Okay, so we are going to be retouching this picture right here step by step. Okay, so once again, let me show you before and after. Okay, so now let's retouch this picture. Okay, so and to retouch this picture right here, I'll be making use of my all-in-one retouching preset right here. As you can see, this is my all-in-one retouching professional presets. Okay, it contains everything you need as a retoucher, as an editor, as a graphic designer. Just one click you perform the magic, and it's very user friendly, so you can try it out. Okay, so if you want to, if you need this my all-in-one retouching preset right here, the link is on my channel description. You can go and check it out there. Okay, so we're making use of it to retouch this picture right here. Okay, so we'll be making use of the advanced frequency separation there. Okay, so and if you haven't downloaded this my preset yet and you have your frequency separation, the preset that works for you that you used, you can as well follow along. Okay, so this is this picture right here. So the first thing I will do here before I start retouching is to duplicate this picture right here. Okay, so Control J to duplicate. If you're using Apple, Command J. Okay, so I take the copy to camera raw filter. So I need to do some adjustments. Okay, before we start retouching. Okay, so here we are in camera raw filter, and right here the shadow right here, I increase it a little. Okay, so the exposure right here, I increase it a little. So and the black right here, I take it up a little. Okay, so and I scroll down to color right here. So this color here, I move the temperature to yellow a little. Okay, so this vibrancy right here, I increase it a little. Okay, so as you can see, this is before and after. So I've added some lights on the skin. Okay, so now let's go and retouch this picture right here. So I click OK. So this is this picture now. Okay, so before after. Okay, so now let's retouch this picture. So like I said, I'll be making use of my advanced frequency separation. Okay, so let's duplicate this picture again, Control J. Okay, so now let's start. Okay, so I click my advanced frequency separation here. So guys, every click you make, if you're using my preset, will give you a message. These messages are directing you on what to do. Like I said, it's user friendly. If you're a beginner, you can use it. If you're a pro, you can use it as well. So just follow the message. Okay, so click continue. So this is it right here. It has loads. Okay, so right here it enable us to choose the amount of blood that will be okay to retouch our picture. Okay, so for the sake of this picture, I downloaded it from Instagram, so it doesn't have the megapixel is low, so I have to check the amount of blood that will be okay for it. So for the sake of this picture, I think 5 will be okay. 5 is okay to retouch this picture right here. Okay, so I've explained this thing over and over again. You can check my channel for how you can retouch a picture from scratch. Okay, so you can check my channel for the tutorial where I explain everything. Okay, so click OK. So this is this right here. will give you a message on how to set your mixer brush. Just follow the message and set your mixer brush to get the perfect retouch and click continue. So right here, as you can see, the preset automatically pick our mixer brush here. Okay, so this is the settings I'm using. My weight is on 70, my load is 60, my mix is 100, my flow is 60. Okay, so let's retouch this picture right here. So you can see the way I'm working. I'm retouching, I'm following the structure of the face, how the face is. So that is the only way you can follow to get the perfect result when you are retouching. Move with the structure, the body structure. So although this picture doesn't have quality because I just downloaded it from Instagram, but we are going to achieve something nice with the picture. Okay, so let's work on the cheek. You can see how the cheek is. That's the way I will follow. So if you're watching this tutorial and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Okay, so here you will learn anything retouching. You master the art of photo retouching right here, and your skin tone, dodge and burn, color grading, and some Photoshop tips. Okay, and also don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you have a suggestion of the kind tutorial you want to see next, you can drop it in comment section. Okay, so let's focus on retouching this picture. Okay, and when you are retouching any picture you are retouching, always check your before and after. Okay, so you will know if you are getting it right or wrong. Okay, so this is our before and this is after. You can see she's transforming. Okay, so we are going to transform her and make her more beautiful. So if you're watching this tutorial, please, I really want you to follow step by step and pay attention to details. Okay, I don't fast forward my tutorials. Okay, because I believe this for educational purpose, so it's what you will learn from. So I don't like missing a step. by fast forwarding. So take your time and follow along so you learn one or two things from this tutorial. Okay, so let's check before, after. Okay, so we are fixing it step by step. So always zoom in and zoom out when you are retouching, and always increase and decrease your brush size depending on the area you are working on. Okay, and to do that, you will use your left and right bracket key on your keyboard to increase and decrease your brush size. Before, after, before, after. Okay, so always check your before and after. Okay, so let's check before, after, before, after. Okay, so let's straighten up the skirt a little. Okay, so before we proceed with the mixing, this is before and after. This is looking more better than before. Okay, but before we continue with the mixing, let's pick some of the blemishes and on her body out first. Okay, so and to do that, we'll make our texture layer active right here and pick clone stamp tool. Okay, so let's start from here. Then with your clone stamp tool, you click alternative on your keyboard together with left click on your mouse, pick from the good side and release alternative, then paint on the vein, wrinkles, pimples, or any blemishes that you want to remove. So this is how I take my time in fixing this picture right there. So you can as well increase your brush size. Depends on the size of the stuff that you want to remove. Okay, so as you can see, it's looking more better right here. So what I will do now is I will merge this, I will merge this frequency separation here. So as you can see, I've merged it. So I will take this picture to camera raw filter, and also I want to denoise it in camera raw filter. So I go to filter and camera raw filter. Remember, when this picture is bad this way, you go through many process to fix the picture. Okay, so here in camera raw filter, I will go to my detail here and I will reduce noise here. So as you can see right here, the noise on the face is much, so I denoise it here. Okay, so this is fine by me. Okay, so the next thing I will do again is to go to this presets icon here. Then here I'll go to adaptive portraits. So I want to fix some adjustments using this adaptive portrait. Okay, so this is AI effects in camera raw filter. Okay, so if your camera raw filter don't have it, you need to update your camera raw filter or your Photoshop. As you can see, the camera raw filter I'm using is camera raw filter 17.2. Okay, so it's the latest camera raw filter. So you need to update your camera raw filter, your Photoshop, to access these AI features. Okay, so we allow it to load. It's supposed not waste time like this, but my system is delaying it. Okay, so okay, it has finished loading. So this is the enhanced portrait here. So I increase it. Remember, during adjustments, you just have to focus on what your eye gives you. Okay, once you get to your satisfaction, you stop. There is no particular amount. So the second one, which is the glamour portrait, I increase it a little. So this is the polished portrait right here. So the polish portrait, I leave it at 100. Okay, so I move to enhance eye for the sake of her eyes. Okay, so I increase it a little. So the enhance eye will whiten the eyes. Okay, so if you check the before and after right here, you see the eyes is more white here than here. Okay, so these features is very nice. You need to try them out. So this is darken eyebrow for the sake of our eyebrow. Okay, I'm leaving it at 100. Okay, so this is texture hair. Okay, I don't think I need the texture hair, so I leave the texture hair and move to enhance clothes. I move to enhance clothes for the sake of our clothes. Then the enhance clothes, I increase it more. Okay, so now this is adaptive subject. So let's check what adaptive subject we give us. This is pop warm, and this is lights, and this is warm light. This is color. Okay, cool soft. Okay, let's leave it on pop right here. Okay, so pop is on 100. Okay, so now click OK. So we allow it to load. Okay, so this is the effect right here. Okay, but there is a problem right here, is that the color of the body and the color of the face is not corresponding. But don't worry, we'll fix it. Okay, so right now let's duplicate, Ctrl J. Okay, so I need to select the body. So I select the body. So guys, you know there are many ways to do this in Photoshop, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm using this pattern. Okay, so if you have a pattern that is more fast and easy for you, can as well work along with it. Okay, so this pattern, I just selected the body, but the selection is not accurate, so I pick my polygonal lasso tool. Want to make it accurate. Okay, so now I don't want this selection on the face, so I remove it from the face. I only want the body because I want the body to correspond with the face. Okay, so this is the body right here, so I feather it. I'm feathering with 5. So right here I move with curve. So this is the curve here. I add a little light on it, and now I move to inside this RGB, I move to blue. So blue, if you take it up, is blue. If you take it down, it's yellow. So it's more of the yellow on the body. So let me take it up to add a little blue, as you can see, to correspond with the face. Okay, so something like this is nice to me. I click OK. So something like this is nice. So I merge it with the layer here. Okay, so before we proceed, let's check what we have achieved so far on this picture. Okay, so this is the picture right here, the raw. Okay, so this is the first adjustment with camera off it, and this is the frequency separation, and this is the adjustment we just did last. Okay, so now the thing I will do again in this picture is to balance the skin tone. Okay, so and to do that, I'll be using my all-in-one retouching preset right here. I told you guys that this my all-in-one retouching preset contains everything you need as a retoucher, as an editor. Okay, so yeah, this is the skin tone button. So these are different kinds of skin tone here. So we are going to make use of the first skin tone. That's the first skin tone there. Okay, so if you haven't downloaded this my preset and you have Retouching Academy, which is Retouching Academy, you can as well use the skin tone there. So this their magical skin tone is exactly with this my first skin tone. Okay, so if you have this, you can make use of it with the skin tone. Okay, so but I'm making use of my pack, so I use the first skin tone there. Okay, to give you a message, always follow the message, click continue. The message is directing you on how to use each and every preset there. Okay, it has load. So this gray here, I make it active. Okay, so I'm using my brush. I'll paint all over the skin because I want all the color of the skin to correspond. Okay, remember there are many ways to do skin tone. Okay, so but if you are battling with corresponding the whole the body color on your image, so the best skin tone you need to do that is this skin tone right here. Okay, so let's make the body rhyme, all the colors rhyme. So you take your time while painting. You paint only on the body, not the head, not the clothes, just the body. So you take your time while doing that. Okay, as you can see, we have finished painting all over the body. Okay, so now let's turn off this gray. Okay, so as you can see, this is before. If you pay attention, you see these changes. This is before and this is after. Before, after. Okay, so and if you want the effect more, you can as well duplicate the skin tone color. Okay, so we will finalize the skin tone. Okay, and I'll be making use of the one of my skin tone LUTs. Okay, so I want to show you guys something. So this is my mighty 8 first skin tone. Okay, so this mighty 8 contains 8 powerful first skin tone LUT. It can work on your video if you're using Premiere Pro. It can work on your pictures on Photoshop. Okay, so if you need this my skin tone pack, you can check my channel description for the link to download the skin tone pack. So we are going to make use of one of the first skin tone in this pack. Okay, to add to this skin tone. Okay, so let's add one of the first skin tone there. Okay, so as you can see, this is it. This is before and this is after. You can see how it turns this image right here. Okay, so now I don't want the skin tone to apply on the hair or the clothes. So what I will do is to the mask here is selected already. So I pick my brush to change the foreground color to black down and black up, white down. So I paint on the hair to remove the skin tone from the hair. Okay, so remember Photoshop is all about adjustment. So I paint on the cloth to remove it from the cloth as well. Okay, now this is nice. So the next thing I will do right here is to add a little selective color. I increase it a little here. Okay, so and also I use this saturation and okay, so I increase it to 1 right here. So as you can see, you can as well these two things I group them. You can as well drop the opacity if it's much. Remember, always adjust when using Photoshop. Okay, so I need a little highlight on the cheek right here, so I use my curve here, click on the curve, so I take it up a little. So I'm going to hide it, Control I to invert it. Okay, so I turn my foreground color to white or black down. So I pick my brush tool and paint on the cheek that I need the highlights on. So here, and I still need the highlights here. So I paint here also. Still need the highlights here, paint here also. So as you can see, the highlight are not looking fine. So what I will do is to double click on this curve icon here. So then I click on the mask here, then I click on the second mask here, then it will see density and feather. So I increase the feather a little to feather the effects. So you increase till you get to the satisfaction that you're looking for. Okay, so here is okay, this is okay right here. And the cheek, I need a little dark on a little shadow here. So as you can see, this is the highlights before after. So I need a little shadow here. So I use the curve again. Now this time around, I take the curve down. Okay, so same way I invert Control I to hide it. So same way I paint on this area. Okay, so here as you can see, now same way I double click here, click on this mask there, click on the mask here, then feather it. Okay, okay, so this is nice. So as you can see, so you can as well drop the opacity to your satisfaction. Okay, so this is it. So let me merge these things together. Control E. Okay, so this is before and this is after. Before, after. Okay, so we balance everything in camera raw filter, but before we do that, I want to liquify this picture. So I want to add a breath, okay, and add a little box. Okay, so and to do that, let's duplicate, Control J. So I take her to camera, to filter and to liquify. Okay, here we are in Liquify. So I'm using this forward warp tool right here. Okay, so I increase, let's start with the breast. So I push the breast here up. So this will take our time a little, but it will worth it. It will worth it. So I push here a little, I push it back here to worth it. Okay, you if you are doing this, if you are doing Liquify, let's make sure you do it in a way that it will look real, it will not look fake. Okay, so be careful while you're doing it. Okay, always take your time. Okay, so the bot here, the same way I push it back a little. So I continue the same way, push it up a little. So the laps here, I push it a little because I want the laps, as I'm pushing the bot, I want the laps to big also to match with the bot. So let me use this bloat tool here. Check what I will achieve with the bloat tool. Okay, okay, let's move with poker tool here. So let's move back to that first tool we used. Okay, so if you check, this is before and this is after, before and this is after, before, after. Okay, so we are going to fix this to look more realistic. Okay, so let's first of all, let's click enter. Okay, so this is before, after. Okay, so this enter right here, I need to increase the board from here, so I pick my polygonal lasso tool. So my polygonal lasso tool, I select the box. Okay, I select it. Okay, so right here I fader. So I'm fading with 5. Then I have to make a copy of this selection, Control J. Okay, so now I have to push it front a little. Okay, so Control T again. Let's move to this warp mode. Okay, and balance this. Okay, we click OK. So we merge this together. Okay, before, after, before, after. Okay, so this right here, we need to remove this right here. So I use my spot healing brush tool and paint it here to get rid of it. Okay, paint again. Okay, so this right here, let's remove this right here also. Okay, so perfect. So let's take it back to the Liquify again. So this is how we go over and over, over and over for the adjustments. Okay, so we get to the perfect adjustments. So the hair, let's full it a little. Okay, so the bot here. Okay, so I think we will leave this here and click OK. Okay, so before, after. Okay, so let's duplicate this, Ctrl J. Now let's take this to camera raw filter to do our final adjustments here. So here we are in camera raw filter. So here, the black here, I take it down a little. So this black here is giving me a contrast on its own. So the shadow here, I take it down a little. Okay, so the color here, I push it to blue a little. So I move to the color mixer here. Okay, so the orange here, I take it up a little. Okay, so I click OK. Okay, so now this is nice. So let me merge all these things together. Control E. Okay, so this is before and this is after. before and after. Okay, so this is the process before and after. Okay, so this is how I achieved this amazing picture to these results. Okay, so from low quality picture that I saw on Instagram, I try everything possible to fix it to get this picture this way, before and after. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial, and if you watch this tutorial to this end, believe me, you are a pro. Okay, so, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, for more amazing tutorial like this, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial.